Hey everybody, Jacob with Scooters Lawn Care. Today I want to talk about buying lawn care accounts. Um, Before I get into this, I want to give a little quick insert and say thank you to everyone that was praying for me and giving me get well wishes. Cannot believe it myself. A week after this whole deal, they still want me to kind of lay back for, they said 4 months. They said just do what you're comfortable with. But in a week and 3 days' time, my heart somehow went back to normal. I don't know how many of you know what a injection fraction rate is, but mine was down to 20, and it is now back to 54, which is completely normal. And he sees nothing wrong with me, and I'm very thankful. So I wanted to thank everybody on that. But yeah, I wanted to get in today to buying lawn care accounts. I want to ask you guys what you think about it. I definitely want you, once you watch this video, if anybody's got feedback or thoughts on how I'm attacking this, please leave your thoughts. If you think it's just a bad idea, tell me. I want to know what you guys have went through, what you've done. Or if you haven't done anything, just see what you think and maybe you'll get something out of it. But basically what I'm tackling is it's a small amount of accounts. It's 25 accounts. About 15 are weekly, and some are bi-weekly or 10 days. And I actually spent from 5:30 this morning till 9:30 entering them all in our system. All I've got is the prices the guy was charging and the addresses. And then at 1:30 we got together and he showed me all the lawns one by one. I looked at them on size, and I kind of evaluated them. I saw the price that he had. Some of them were under our minimum, but there are lawns that we mow that are actually old lawns under our minimum that we make a killing on. So we're gonna compare all the lawns, see where they're at. And the way I tackled this was I told the guy I'll give him, he's moving, so I don't have to worry about him competing with me. They've already bought another house somewhere. I'm not that concerned about a contract. It's not enough accounts and not enough money to really be super freaked out about by any means. But he has, like I said, about 25 accounts, and I told him that I'll give you $500 down. That's going to get me the actual names and the numbers, and I'm only going to pay for what we keep, because I'm not going to give you a lump sum on accounts that you have no contracts on, and they're only lawn care accounts. I mean, that means virtually nothing to me. I said, basically they're not worth anything, because if you talk to the customers a ton and that's the only reason they liked you, or you did a bunch of free extras, or you just don't operate the way we do. I know he probably didn't even really have commercial equipment. So, if customers are getting mad because we're getting done too fast or something, I'm not gonna pay for a customer I lost. So basically, we're gonna do the 500 down, and then we're gonna mow the month of April for these customers, and I'm gonna pay them 1 month's worth of cuts. As of right now, maybe might get it down to 3 weeks if I evaluate this and we don't like the numbers. We're still in that. We can do a little more bargaining at this point, but even if I pay a little more for a customer than we typically get, it's going to be at least, like I said, a 15 customer gain. I think is the worst case scenario, because what this is going to allow us to do is go in, call every customer, let them know who we are, what we do here, look at our testimonials, get a good feel for us. I want you to kind of know who's going to service you. I'm not going to say we're more professional than the last guy, but I'm going to say the things we offer, say the amount of insurance we have, say that all of our guys are covered under workman's comp, tell them we're going to be using only professional commercial equipment on their property, and really try to sell them on us. So it's going to let us do that. Our billing procedure, as I mentioned before, is everybody has credit card on file. It's also going to let us go through that whole customer list and make sure they are on page with us and we're getting their card on file, or they're not going to be a customer, because that's what we put in stone, and we want to make sure we keep it that way. So if we lose somebody because of that, it's fine. We're not going to have to pay for them. Also, the last thing, a lot of these lawns, like I said, are under our minimum. Some of them are fine. We're going to make money. Some of them aren't. I'm also going to raise prices on anything we're not going to make money on, because I told them I can't buy your lawns and break even or lose money on them. So that's the last thing it's going to let us do. It's going to let us go in, raise the prices. If we lose someone because of raising prices, we don't pay. So that $500 is going to come off the month's worth of mow price at the end, and then we'll kind of settle up from there. The last thing that I really think that the month's worth of mowing, what's very important to me about that is if any of those other little things I said come up, the people complaining about mowing too fast, or they don't like this, or they don't like that, and it's not even a good complaint. If a customer complains and it's something we're doing wrong, I want to fix it. I want it right. But if it's nonsense, it also gives us a month of, we're going to find out if those customers are good or bad. And if they're a bad customer that's not a good fit for our business, we're going to drop them and we're not going to pay for them. So for me, I thought this was a really good way to handle this. I thought it gave us just enough time to really try to learn the customers, feel them out, figure out what we can do with them, see if they're going to be a good fit. And, it works for both of us. He wants to make some money. He's going to make some money. He's hopefully he really can't get burnt because he's got no real investment. He doesn't have a lot of equipment or anything. And then it keeps us from getting burnt. So it's a win-win for both people if we get them, and it's a lose-lose for both sides if we get them. And I think it's a really fair deal. So definitely, like I said, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about how we're approaching this. And please like and subscribe. I want to try to put out more information of the things we do. Maybe they'll be great for you, or maybe you'll inform me on why we're not doing it right. Thanks, guys. Jacob with Scooters Lawn Care. Kill it. Have a good week.